As investors were busy making sense of the vertical farming hype, farmers across the world were embracing a new horizontal future. Greenhouses and polytunnels have grown at a momentous pace globally, sprawling across farmlands. Now, the benefit that these structures provide in the form of a stable, controlled environment can be offset by the less than ideal light conditions inside. This next startup caught our eye because of the very elegant way in which they break this barrier.
Lambda develops specialty greenhouse coatings and agricultural films. You'll know if a greenhouse is using our chemistry because of the gentle, rosy red glow. Red, because that is the wavelength with the highest efficiency of photosynthesis. Normally, greenhouse coatings or films are designed to block the UV spectrum to protect the film and the plants. We do that too, but better.
Because our chemistry doesn't just block UV, it takes all that energy and downshifts it to visible red light, enhancing plant growth. This luminescent downshifting occurs because one part of our molecule is tuned to absorb excess UV, while the emitting part is tuned to emit photosynthetically active radiation. No electricity or LED lights needed.
Greenhouses and polytunnels are one of the fastest growing segments in ag. The footprint of these structures is so vast that you can see them from space. Worldwide, there's 5 million acres of polytunnels and greenhouses now. That's 20 billion square meters, which is already more than a $3 billion market opportunity for us. Controlled agriculture is growing globally about 10% a year, whilst farmland is actually shrinking. The reason is fruits and vegetables are a fit for domestic production. 55% of the world's fruits and vegetables are not shipped or flown long distances. This has meant controlled ag is expanding to latitudes that are colder and have lower light. It also means produce needs to be grown year-round. Farmers are constantly pushing the limits of seasons and introducing crops to new geographies.
Lambda gives these operations a boost. Think of what we do at Lambda as giving a farmer April light intensity, even though it's February outside, or giving a grower in Germany the sunlight intensity of Italy.
We're pre-sold for the year already with a top strawberry producer in the UK. To scale rapidly from there, we have lined up manufacturing partners with specialty chemical companies. We know well that winning in ag requires the highest levels of performance at the lowest price. That's exactly what we can deliver with this asset-light manufacturing strategy. Selling at price points lower than $1 per meter squared at margins greater than 50%, we undercut fancy solutions like quantum dots. In 2023, our paint showed a 10% increase in basil yield in glass greenhouses. In 2024, 33% increase in rocket and 47% increase in beetroot yield in cold frames. Last year, simulated transmission testing demonstrated that our prototype outcompetes dye-based films on the market. Over time, we will expand to every crop that can be grown in a greenhouse. Red light is essential for nutrient uptake, metabolite regulation, and triggers morphological changes in plants. By fine-tuning red light, we enhance these plant signaling mechanisms, speeding up biomass growth, fruiting, and metabolite production, delivering the highest quality nutritious produce, not just more yield. In addition, we scatter light evenly inside a greenhouse, maintaining stable temperatures. And don't forget, we're UV shielding by design. Lambda gives plants the glow up they deserve.
Yes, greenhouses with intermittent solar panels on the roof have shown interest in our tech. Luminescent downshifting happens to be an active area of research in the field of solar energy, actually. But solar panels have a much longer lifespan than greenhouses and much tighter tech and regulatory specs that you need to hit. Our next generation molecule will have the specs to benefit the solar market.